Let me ask you something. If you fail today, if you lose everything, how many people are truly going to care? The harsh truth? Nobody cares. The world moves on without you. It's brutal, but it's real. And that's exactly why you need to stop waiting for someone to save you, because no one's coming. It's all on you. The world doesn't owe you sympathy. If you're poor, if you're struggling, if you're lost, people may feel sorry for you for a moment. But deep down, they're focused on their own lives. No one's staying up at night thinking about your problems. So what does this mean for you? It means you have two choices. 1. Sit in the corner, waiting for someone to care. 2. Get up, take responsibility, and rewrite your story. Think about the moments you failed, the job interview you didn't get, the time you fell flat on your face chasing your dream. Did anyone show up to fix it for you? Number of people might have talked about it for a day, maybe 2, but soon enough they forgot. And here's the gut punch. If you stay down, they'll forget you too. But let me tell you this, if you succeed, if you rise, then they'll notice. When you're thriving, when you've built yourself up, people will act like they were with you all along. That's the irony of life. Nobody cares when you're losing, but everyone wants to know you when you're winning. Here's the good news. This is your life. No one's opinion, no one's indifference, and no one's judgment can stop you if you decide to take control. You don't need a cheering squad. You don't need permission. Because here's the secret. You are the only person who needs to care about your success. You are the one who wakes up with your dreams, your struggles, and your choices. Let's make this real. If you feel stuck, here's what you need to do. Today, 1. Own your responsibility. Stop blaming your circumstances, your past, or anyone else. Your life is yours to fix. 2. Get uncomfortable. Growth starts when you step out of your comfort zone. The grind is lonely, but it's worth it. 3. Outwork everyone. Nobody cares how hard it is for you, so prove them wrong by becoming unstoppable. Every time you catch yourself saying, "Why doesn't anyone care?" flip it. Say, "It doesn't matter. I care." Here's the reality. The world may not care if you fail, but it can't ignore your success. Make them pay attention. Turn their indifference into your fuel. Listen, nobody cares if you're poor, if you're broken, or if you're failing. But that's not a reason to quit. It's the reason to fight harder. Prove to yourself that you're worth it. Get up, show up, and never stop until you've built a life that makes people ask, how did they do it? If this hit you, smash that like button, share this message with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more hard truths and unstoppable motivation. Remember, nobody cares if you stay down, so rise up and make them care. But let me tell you this, it's not just about proving others wrong. This fight is bigger than that. It's about proving something to yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you're alone, staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, it's not the world's judgment you'll hear. It's your own. Ask yourself, am I proud of the way I'm living my life? Forget what others think. Forget their applause or criticism. Deep down, you already know if you're giving your best or just making excuses. Here's the truth no one tells you. You can lie to others about your effort, but you can't lie to yourself. You know when you're procrastinating. You know when you're making excuses. And you know when you're settling for less, it's time to stop. You see, success isn't about getting people to care. It's about building a life you're proud of. When you stop looking for validation, you gain something much more valuable: self-respect. Self-respect is waking up every morning knowing you're giving your all. It's going to bed at night knowing you fought for your dreams. And that feeling? That's what makes it worth it, even when no one is watching. Let's get something straight. Success isn't glamorous. It's not Instagram posts, flashy cars, or applause. Real success looks like this. It's waking up before the sun while everyone else sleeps. It's working in silence while others are partying. It's showing up on the days you don't feel like it. It's not pretty, and it's not easy. but it's the price you pay to create the life you want. Think of your life like a garden. You can plant seeds of hard work, discipline, and persistence, or you can let it fill with weeds of laziness and excuses. But here's the thing about gardens. They don't grow overnight. Success takes time, and during that time, no one will care. No one will see the long hours, the sacrifices, or the sweat. But one day when your garden blooms, when your hard work pays off, people will notice. They'll wonder how you did it, and that's when you'll smile, knowing it wasn't for them, it was for you. So, what are you waiting for? Don't let the fear of being unnoticed stop you from building something amazing. Start the business, write the book, hit the gym. Whatever it is you've been avoiding, stop waiting. Nobody cares if you fail, but you will care if you don't try. Here's your next step. 1. Write down one thing you're going to start today. 2. Commit to it, no matter how hard it gets. 3. Keep going, even when nobody's watching. You're not doing this for them. You're doing it because you refuse to settle for less than you deserve. Nobody cares if you're great, but when you show the world what you're capable of, they won't have a choice. Here's the truth. The world is full of noise, distractions, and doubters, but you don't need them to believe in you. You only need you. So stop waiting for someone to care. Start caring enough about your dreams to fight for them every single day. Here's a lesson the world won't teach you. Life owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start building the life you want. We live in a society where people love to talk about dreams, but when it comes to the work, they disappear. Why? Because doing the work is lonely. It's hard. And in the beginning, it feels like nobody notices or cares. You might be grinding every day, but the results are slow. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're doing the right things, but nothing seems to change. This is where most people quit. They stop right before the breakthrough. Don't let that be you. Now let me tell you why nobody cares if you fail. It's simple. People are too busy dealing with their own lives. Think about it. When was the last time you spent hours thinking about someone else's failures? Probably never. The truth is, people will notice your success, but they won't notice the process. They don't see the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, or the battles you fight every day. That's why you can't rely on others to motivate you. Motivation has to come from within. Let me say this loud and clear. The world moves on whether you succeed or fail. So, if you're waiting for someone to cheer you on, stop. You're wasting time. Now let's talk about failure. Society treats failure like it's the end of the road, but the truth is, failure is just feedback. It's a signal telling you what doesn't work so you can try something else. Here's the difference between successful people and everyone else. Successful people see failure as a stepping stone. Everyone else sees failure as a wall. So, the next time you fail, don't ask, "Why did this happen to me?" Instead, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Let's be real. Blaming others is easy. It's easy to say, "I didn't succeed because my parents didn't support me," or "I'm not where I want to be because life is unfair." But here's the harsh reality. Blaming others won't change your situation. The moment you take responsibility for your life is the moment you take control. Taking responsibility means saying, "It's up to me to make this work." It means realizing that nobody else is going to fight for your dreams as hard as you will. So stop waiting for someone to fix your problems. Get up, take charge, and make things happen. Now let's talk about the biggest obstacle standing between you and success. Your comfort zone. Your comfort zone feels safe, doesn't it? It's predictable, it's familiar. But guess what? Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone means settling for less. It means choosing short-term ease over long-term success. It means letting fear dictate your life. Do you want to know what happens when you stay in your comfort zone for too long? You start to rot. Your dreams fade. Your potential dies. Let me share something that will change the way you think. The pain of regret is far worse than the pain of discomfort. Discomfort is temporary. It's the sweat of working out. It's the anxiety of taking a risk. It's the uncertainty of trying something new. But regret? Regret lasts forever. One day you'll look back on your life and you'll either say, "I'm glad I took that chance," or, "I wish I had." Which one do you want it to be? Here's something most people don't realize. Not trying is a choice, and that choice comes with a cost. The cost of not trying is missed opportunities. The cost of not trying is untapped potential. The cost of not trying is waking up one day and realizing you settled for a life you didn't want. So, ask yourself, is the fear of failure worth the cost of not trying? Let's talk about discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early, putting in the work, and staying consistent, even when it's hard. Motivation is temporary. It's like a spark. It gets you started, but it won't keep you going. Discipline, on the other hand, is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Every successful person you admire got there through discipline. They didn't rely on feelings or inspiration. They relied on habits. Here's something most people won't tell you. Success is messy. It's not a straight line. It's a roller coaster. You'll have days when you feel unstoppable. You'll have days when you feel like quitting. You'll face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But that's all part of the process. The messiness of the journey is what makes the destination so rewarding. If you want to succeed, you need to adopt a no excuses mindset. That means eliminating every reason you have for not taking action. Don't have time? Make time. Don't have resources? Get creative. Don't have support? Do it anyway. Excuses are nothing more than lies you tell yourself to avoid taking responsibility. Stop lying to yourself. They say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So take a look at your circle. Are they lifting you up or holding you back? Surround yourself with people who push you to be better, people who challenge you, people who inspire you. And if you can't find those people, go it alone until you do. Imagine your future self 5 years from now. Will they thank you for the choices you're making today, or will they be disappointed? Every decision you make today is shaping the person you'll become tomorrow. So, make choices your future self will be proud of. Here's the truth. Nobody cares if you fail, but you care. Your life is your responsibility. It's your story to write. So stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop making excuses. Get up. Take action. Fight for your dreams, because no one else will do it for you. Remember, the world may not care about your failures, but it will respect your success. Now it's up to you to make it happen.